Hello again, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Human Resource Machine with Cass on the Maizuma channel. Alright, guys, last episode we did only two puzzles, Fibonacci and the littlest number one, and that's because things are getting more and more complicated here, so I'm sorry for that. I will try to get things quicker here, but can't make no promises, okay? So, yeah, let's get started with puzzle 24, mod module. Okay, how many hours of work can you fit in one day? Not enough. There's always a sad reminder of unworked hours. Good thing we have this optional night shift to cram in more. For each two things in the inbox, outbox the reminder that would result if you had divided the first by the second. Don't worry, you don't actually have to divide, and don't worry about negative numbers for now. Okay, so division. Okay, grab a number, and this is going to be A, and this is going to be B. Then copy this number to A, then grab another number and copy this to B. Now we could do the opposite as well. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, because I want to get rid of one instruction here because we need now to sub A, and if it's negative then we keep looping, otherwise otherwise we have to skip. But let's see what we can do with this. Maybe we can invert the logic here. Okay, so if A is bigger, we need another thing here, a counter or the remainder. So yeah, so how are we going to put a 0 here? There are ways, but I don't think any of them are really... Oh, I know, I don't need this. Yeah, we don't need this. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, so if negative, so if it's not negative, so if A is bigger, then we just do it all over again. Sub A. We are doing the opposite here. Okay, so let's do things simple for now. Let's get this to work. So copy from A, sub B. So if it's negative, we get out of this loop, and if not, we just copy to A. Oops, I'm doing a mistake here. And then we jump back to here. Yeah, copy to A, sub B, blah 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 blah. So if it's negative, we add B back, then output, then jump to the beginning of the code. Let's try this. But I think we can do this a little bit simpler. I'm just getting confused here. So it's negative, so this is the remainder. Initialize. Let's do this a little bit faster. Okay. Negative, add back, output. Okay, it's fine, it's doing the job. So let's see how we do in terms of performance here and try to improve the solution. 12 commands, I used 12. Okay, pretty standard solution. Okay, I will try to improve this, but not in this episode, because I promised you guys that we will try to do more puzzles instead of trying to improve every single thing. Because, as I told you before, we are going to have a special episode in the end of the series just to try to get as much optimization as possible, as I can at least. What's the purpose of this assignment? I think it's something about calculating the volume beneath staircases. We have to put the intern somewhere. Cumulative countdown. For each thing in the inbox, outbox the sum of itself plus all numbers down to 0. For example, if inbox is 3, outbox should be 6 because 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, so let's have a variable here. This is going to be the sum, and then we grab something and copy to that incredibly cool variable. Then we grab something else, we add to the sum, and then we copy to the sum. I don't think so. We need to keep this loop here. Okay, so let's do another variable here and call it base. Oh my writing, oh man. Okay, so we also want to copy this to base. Okay, so we don't need to inbox. We don't need to. What we need to do is to bump this number down and then copy. No, we need to add whatever is sum here and then copy back to sum. So we have a copy of this in base and sum, so we bump the base and add it. Okay, so if this becomes 0, we need to copy from the sum outbox and start over, and the code begins here. Otherwise we are fine just staying inside this loop. So here probably copy to sum. Maybe we can get away with this, can we? So we add some, copy to sum. Okay, let's try the solution. So okay, so expected is 510, I don't know. Okay, we did well for the first one. I think we're going to be fine if we can initialize this thing correctly. And it seems like it's an efficient code, so let's go ahead. Aha! Oh no, there are negative numbers. Okay, so we have to account for the case where the numbers are negative. For each thing, sum of itself plus all numbers down to 0, for example. Okay. Alright, so we need to take care of that. Let's try to go for a small code here and see what we can come up with. So we copy to sum. So if a number is negative, the entire sum is going to be negative. So we can do the check here. And if this is a negative number, we will skip this, and then we will bump the number up instead. And if it's a positive number, we bump this down and skip the bumping it up. But it's bumping the base. But we don't have negative numbers here, and I don't know what's gonna happen if the number is 0. Okay, let's just run the code. Let's see what happens when we grab a 0. I'm curious. I don't even want to check the code. So this is a mess already. Oh, okay. Let me fix that. Okay guys, so I was being silly. We don't need to care for negative numbers. We just need to take into account that it can be 0. And what I did here is I just included a special case for 0, and then made the loop a lot more efficient here, because we know that the first number is not going to be 0. That's all. Let's run the solution. Okay, cool. So now we have the minimum amount of instructions that we need to accomplish this, and also good efficiency. Okay, let's get another one. Small divide. Remember last time when I told you you didn't need to divide? Well, now you get to. For each two things in the inbox, how many times does the second fully fit into the first? Don't worry about negative numbers. Divide by 0 or remainders. Self-improvement tip: this might be a good time to practice copying and pasting from previous assignment. So yeah, we did another code for getting the reminder, so we can probably copy and paste from that one, but I'm not sure we should do this. We can do this from scratch and still do fine, I guess. So grab a number. This is going to be A. Wow, perfect A, please. This is because this is better. And then yeah. So now we need a counter, because we even have a 0 here to initialize this. This shouldn't be that hard. So we copy from this guy here and initialize the counter with 0. Copy from A. We need to copy from 0. We also need to copy the inbox to A, and the second number we grab, we will copy to B, just like this. So we have A divided by B, and the result is going to be in C. So it's initially 0. We probably should start with this. I'm thinking about the condition where when the inbox is empty we shouldn't do anything, but this is going to do no harm. Okay, so copy to B. We now have B in our hands, but we can't do much. We need to invert this. So copy from A, I guess, and subtract B. And if we end up with a negative number in our hands, it means that we can copy from C, because yeah, like in this case we will grab 8 here and 2 here, and then minus 8 minus 2 will be 6, then 4, then 2, then 0. Okay, so if it's not going to jump if it's negative. Okay, we're gonna see how it is, because there is always this off by 1 conditions when you're trying to deal with commands. So it can either be 0 or 1. I'm not going to explain anything. Just wait and see. So copy from C, outbox, and start over. And the algorithm actually starts here. Okay. Otherwise, we will just going to bump C and then jump back to the sub, copy from A, and jump in things. Okay, let's see how this does. So let's step through. Okay. 6. Oh, we need to store the result. I think we forgot about doing that. Okay. Sub B, and we also want to copy to A the result. Okay. Once 7 and 4. So yeah, expected is 1. Already got a negative number, so we output 1, which is correct, and then start over. So now it's 5 and 3, expected is 1 again. Okay, I think we are fine. Let's see if we have a, like 0 might be a problem for us. And it wasn't. Wow. I can't believe we got that in the first try. Okay, least number of commands. And the efficiency is good. Wow, this was not as hard as I pictured. Okay guys, so this time at least we managed to do 3 puzzles instead of only 2, and we're doing pretty fine. We have all the 2 lights here on, and I'm not sure if I should give you guys the cinematics, because it maybe will influence more people to buy the game and have fun. And if I don't show it to you, although if you watch Tango's series he will show this, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you want to see these, and in the next episode this is going to be the first thing we're going to do. So once again guys, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.